Hello and welcome to Nintendo Voice Plays. I'm Lewis Pugh and today we're playing Sonic Forces. And so Sonic Forces just came out yesterday and I didn't have it preloaded, but I downloaded it shortly after it came out. Played a fair bit of it and I've already beat the game. However, what I'm going to do now is replay some stages. There's still things to do, things to unlock, and it's shock horror, a fun game to play, so I'm eager to jump straight back in anyway. So, let's play some Sonic Forces. And so, if you've not picked it up yet, and you're watching this, it would be very hard not to have heard about the game up to its release, and the various developments it went through, revealing the information. Obviously, what we've got now is a game of three main parts. We've got Modern Sonic, Classic Sonic, and Avatar Sonic. And I'm happy to report all three of them work very well. At least in, my humble opinion. So let's jump straight in. And also what you can see is on this stage select screen, you can see how many red rings you've collected in the stage. And most of them, I don't have them all. So let's go through and attempt to get some of these, and I can just show you the game as well.
Shows Eggman up ahead.
Okay, so we're starting off with some Classic Sonic.
Watch your step. I get the feeling Eggman has some tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah, it's a shame those hint icons don't actually disappear on subsequent playthroughs. They're clearly not needed. Or maybe they are. Maybe they've seen how I play. So we've got one red ring here. Unless I'm missing something obvious, you can't actually see which one it is. Unlike the Mario games, it would, pop up and it would show you, oh, that's the second of the five. Yeah, the other thing you'll find out sooner rather than later, as the expression goes, is the stages are quite short. Yeah, so far I'm really enjoying this game, and I've already seen the credits, as it were. Seeing as the game didn't, only came out yesterday, obviously didn't take me too long. I didn't spend a whole day playing this thing. But it's been fun so far. So going through the different opinions on the internet has been interesting. My own opinions are definitely much higher than most others I've read or seen. Yeah, so that should be interesting, because I'm thinking about reviewing this. And that was before I heard of the differencing opinion, so it's not just that, but that puts an interesting angle on itself. Like, only knowing about those things after I beat the game. And so that's a classic Sonic stage. And it plays similar to Generations I hear, but I never did play Generations. And as you can see, despite my not great performance, I still managed to get an S rank. So it's very lenient on the rankings. At least certain stages are. Okay, so we've done some classic, so let's move on to something a little different. Now, a small detail here, which is a shame, is it doesn't actually label, unless I'm missing something obvious here, on the stage select screen, what type of stage it actually is. Because obviously I said there's the three main types. You've got your classic, your modern, and your avatar. But just by going through the list here, there's no way to, you know, discern which is which, unless you just memorise them. So let's try Park Avenue, stage 12. It looks a bit like modern, but you never know. Okay, so this is Avatar stage.
SBO here. We're engaging enemy forces and can't search for civilians right now.
And it plays a bit like modern, but you notice here, you have weapons, which work quite cool. And so the type of weapon you have is dependent. Well, you can select on the Avatar select screen basically, and you unlock different weapons, and they are called Wispons, taking inspiration, I'm assuming, from the wisps in colours. Because they do appear as well. But this is fun. I mean, it's quite simple, but it works. It is fun. Combining it with the hook shot as well. Let's get a coin. And also, the different type of avatars will change up how the game plays slightly. So I've got a hedgehog here, which is, as you would expect, the most similar to Sonic, which helps you retain your rings. So I do need to have a little play with the others. So there's one which gives you a double jump, but yeah, there's a bunch of different ones. I think there's 7 in total. Let's give this a running start. The soundtrack is a bit all over the place in this game. It sounds like a negative thing when I say it like that. I do personally quite like it. This track is a good example of that.
We've broken through enemy lines. The rescue is underway. We secured an escape route, so there's a safe way out. Thanks to the rookie, things are turning around. Let's keep this momentum going.
Yeah, the game is definitely a mix of all things Sonic. Both good and bad, I guess, but you do get a good taste of everything Sonic, really. And the positives about it is, unlike some other 3D Sonic games, and I guess my history's more on the older end now, as it were, of the 3D Sonics. Previously, they would pad out the games with lots of non-Sonic stuff. And despite there being 3 distinct modes in here, they all play like Sonic. You know, your classic, your modern, they are Sonic. And the avatar, it's still a Sonic-type character. You're still running around stages. There's none of this, you know, treasure hunting or other random stuff just to pad things out. And it's why the game goes by quite quickly, but I do like just jumping into stages in this.
Sonic, but we're counting on you. Whoa, that looks like fun. But this is no time for games. We have to hurry.
There we go, much better. Okay, tell a lie. I must have missed it last time. It does tell you how many red rings you're through. So despite the length of the game in terms of purely stages, because they only take a few minutes each, you can get more playtime out of the game. You know, you can get the red rings. There's loads and loads of like avatar costumes and things to unlock in that sense. You get these SOS missions, which just kind of periodically just unlock. And you do also get other stages, non-story stages. I'm not sure the conditions of unlocking them, but you'll find just throughout your journey in the game, they will just unlock. So yeah, not entirely sure the conditions or how many there are to get. But there are more stages than just the story stages. And there are 30 of them. So all in all, it gives you a good variety throughout the game.
Might be closer to the center.
Lots of good set pieces, lots of just good 3D Sonic action in that sense, if you like 3D Sonic games. I think it's pretty simple. I think you will like this game. Assuming you you want to play more 3D Sonic. This is I think a good rendition of that. It's not a buggy game like some Sonic games, some 3D Sonic games have been. But yeah, it is a 3D Sonic game. You will notice, like, it does have this difficulty where it has to have that balance between going really fast and keeping your character actually alive on the platform. Like, sometimes the game struggles on that front, but it's not a technical issue per se. Like some games, like, you won't find yourself falling through floors or walls or like really stupid stuff like that. But yeah, you might find yourself zooming off of a curved platform, which you weren't meaning to, but that's kind of half of the course is Sonic. I mean, speed management and all that. Yeah, you know, not so much in the classics though. I mean, classics what they are. The odd thing I found with the classics though is because obviously Mania is still fresh in my mind, as I'm sure it is for most people. Well, most people who are talking about Sonic now at least. Is that these classic stages don't feel as good as Mania do. Now, don't get me wrong, they're not bad by any means. Not these feels good, but they're not. Like, I mean, Mania still puts it to shame. Like, Mania is like a masterclass of 2D Sonic, where the classic Sonic levels in this just aren't that. But they are fun, and they do have their own purpose in that sense. Like, it's more a spectacle than Mania is. So yeah. So what I've been doing previously, I've been putting up this like list view of the stages. But you don't have to do that. You can just move the stick around, navigate around the map. Like, it's quite busy now. Like, at first it's not so much. So it's quite cool to see it busy. So let's try a Death Egg level. Maybe not stage 22. Not that too much, in my opinion, matters too much in the Sonic game, but it's too early one. Egg Gate. Trying to work out now in my head what type of level this is. I'm kind of hoping modern. Okay, this is modern, and like, interesting to note here, it starts off as a 2D stage, so modern Sonic stages are both 2D and 3D. Also, small detail, like very quick on the reload if you die on this, which I think is good in the Sonic game. They still have their frustrating parts. And yet, really, like, as you would hope, good sense of speed in this game. The boostability in particular for Sonic works very well in that sense. Always puts a big smile on my face when they use that, and I'm still alive, because you just go so fast, which is what you want. But, not quite now. There we go. But yeah, you really need like a nice, big, long track for that. I'm struggling to spring here. Not sure why. That could be an issue. Let's give that another go.
Whoa, we're off planet. I guess anyone who crosses Eggman gets a one-way trip to space. No way I'm sticking around here. There's nothing to run on.
But you've got rails to grow on Sonic. Can you love those? Surely you've not sold your soup shoes already. It's been what? Only what, 15 years? Yeah, it's. I'm not sure it's just because of Mania or not, but yeah, the 2D portions of this game are my least favourite. I think it's just because I find the modern bits more fun. It plays to its strength, basically. Yeah, let's wait this time. Especially after the ordeal with the springs again.
I don't do well in tight spaces. I'll pay back Eggman for putting me in this jam later.
Hidden spring.
Locked up on the death egg. This big ball of scrap just won't stay destroyed. I'll be out of here in...
Apparently not. Oh dear, let's try that again.
I don't do well in tight spaces. I'll pay back Eggman for putting me in this jam later. I don't do well in tight spaces. I'll pay back Eggman for putting me in this jam later. They had me locked up on the death egg. This big ball of scrap just won't stay destroyed. I'll be out of here in no time, though. Just wait and see, Eggman. So, what's my move? It's not like I can swim out into space. I know. I'll just grab a shuttle. The one I came in on must be around here somewhere. I could do with a little space cruise on my way home.
Yeah, it's such a simple idea, really, isn't it? And simply executed.
Man, you're packing a lot of firepower. Still,
I'm not sure it's ever
doesn't matter if
addressed
they can't
how
land their
Sonic can
shots. Here goes
breathe in
nothing.
space, but I guess not the craziest thing in the franchise either. Yeah, here we go. So you've not seen as much of this in this particular playthrough, but through the normal completion of the story mode at least, you will be seeing this all the time, unlocking these avatar costumes or bits, as it were. I do quite like the style this comes out in. But yeah, there are so many of these types of items and costume pieces to unlock. Actually, I'll give you a quick show of the different options I've got available, at least currently, and there's even more coming, and then we'll sign off. They seem to kind of match together. They don't usually. Maybe not so much, but. So yeah, as an example, as you saw, there's a little thing flash on the map there. So you got an SOS mission. But I'm going to show you the avatar options. So this is the avatar I've got currently. You've got a selection of different weapons, and these unlock throughout your adventure. And so I've got a few to pick from. So I'm using an upgraded version of the thing I started with, which is Burst, which is essentially the flamethrower weapon. It reminds me of a weapon you get in Contra, which is quite cool. But yeah, there's lots of different ones. We've got lightning abilities, avoid, cube, drill, and so yes, these kind of take inspiration from colours. But yeah, and this is the fitting room itself. Lots of things unlocked. I'll show you the different options. Got lots of different hats here, helmets. Nice top hat here. And some interesting designs. There's lots of interesting designs. I do like the Puyo Puyo hat. I might actually keep that. Lots of glasses. Yeah, got some Gurren Lagann shades, just in yellow. Whole mix. Head pieces, and that's definitely Nabbit. Got your gloves again. There's loads of stuff here, and I'm pretty sure there's still loads to go. Lots of different boots. Some of them are actually quite cool designs. I mean, you got your traditional kind of Sonic-y ones here. Yeah, got your more slightly realistic looking shoes. And that's the other thing, weird thing, yeah, you can have open foot shoes so you can see their feet, as it were. It's not what I was expecting. It is an option for you though. They're quite cool, the classics. Yeah, loads of different shirts and such. There's only this one dress though. That I've unlocked at least. And your bodysuits, now the term bodysuit is a bit odd, but it does cover quite a range here, because you've got kind of things for like shirts, but also just full blown like skins as a mix. Yeah, and you can completely change your skin colour. And your eye colour. And you can change up your victory pose. And when you first create one, oh, you got the option here. I'll quickly show you. So you can choose between male and female. And then you get a choice between 7 animals. So the dog, restart with some rings after a knockout. The wolf draws items towards you. The rabbit extends invincibility duration when hit. The bear blows away enemies when performing a wire attack. The cat hold on to some rings after taking damage. The bird enables you to perform a double jump, which I imagine is candy. And the hedgehog. Dropped rings will remain longer after taking damage. I'm not sure I actually noticed the different abilities when I first picked. Just wanted to design a hedgehog. And so yeah, that's going to do it for this stream. It's been half an hour. And so if you want to see a bit more Sonic Forces, let me know. Simple as that. And we'll do another one of these. We can go through some bits we've not gone through today. Like I avoided all the story type cutscenes. But if you want to see just a run through from the beginning, let me know. Either way, it's been fun to play. I'm going to be playing a bit more Sonic Forces either way. And thanks for watching.